All right, Sam, I put you a package together. You've been using those little gray jigs. Talk about them.
Yeah.
All right, that's just the ones that I sell.
Boom! Look at that. Great
Yeah, I know you like the gray ones. So I bought you a pack of gray ones.
Oh yeah.
Swim baits, all kinds of swim baits in here.
Swim baits, nice.
All colors, the 2-inch one, the 1.5-inch one. All right. 3-inch baits in here. It's a huge selection of the new baits. All the new colors I've got in the new shed. Let me just dump them out right here. You're gonna be fishing with Lake Country baits for a while.
Uh-oh, you gotta fish Lake Country baits, y'all.
There you go. Here's some of the new 3-inch minnows.
Right,
yep.
Look at that right there. I've been looking for a good 3-inch minnow. Boom. That's a good looking.
I've done a lot of videos of that minnows.
That's a good looking bait right there.
All right. That has a mixture of Tweety birds and everything.
Good looking bait.
They work great. And there's some test colors in here too now. This is the new body style, LC shad. You got a bag of every color in here. All right. That's dipstick. Don't they look good? And that's talking about clear water this morning.
Pretty color. We're gonna be fishing that clear water. Boom.
All right. This is nothing that's not on the site. It's LC shad, but I put a chartreuse tail on those and made him something special.
You don't even have this on your site.
No, that's something special for you.
There it is.
All right.
That's for me.
Yep. Here's mealtime. Natural looking colors.
Another good natural bait
color.
So
I'm not going to go through all these, but it's a bag of all the new colors.
Okay.
But here's one of the things I wanted to share with you. You sent me a picture of this bug.
The little bug, yep.
And I made you some brown ones.
Y'all remember the bug?
Look at these. This matches the picture.
Oh.
That little bug had an orange head, right?
Yep.
A brown body, and a black tail.
Boy, that looks good.
But guys, there's no way I would sell these. I had to shoot them 3 times.
Look.
I shot the orange, cut the orange off, put it back in the mold, shot the medium color wipe out in the middle, put it back in the mold, then shot the tail black.
And that mimics a water bug.
An alder bug, you call it.
Alder bug, yeah, an alder bug. I couldn't remember what the name of it is, but there is
a
tremendous amount of aquatic insects in the water, and those crappie really, really key in on those at certain times of the year. And the summertime is a really good time.
That bug and the cricket, you're not going to beat them. I have people comment on my site all the time. I'm catching hundreds of crappie on the bug.
Oh yeah, the bug. Yeah, I brought those today. I bought all of your lures. We fishing on your boat today, so I didn't bring any nobody else's lures. So we just fishing your lures.
That's
today.
Fine.
That's all.
I do allow other baits. Yep. So you're gonna have all you need for at least the summer, right?
I tell you, I've been really thinking about it. I really like these 3-inch baits.
The 3-inch baits are great. What I do, I show this on my site all the time, is I cut the head off just a touch. You know, it comes to a point.
Right.
I cut that point off,
Make it square,
right in front of the eye.
Right.
Put a shoulder on it. Works great. Put a bait on jig here.
There's certain times of year that a bigger bait, like in the spring, that bait would have been.
In the fall. Shad are getting bigger. The baby shad are born right now. They're getting bigger.
So you need a little bit bigger body style, especially a little bit of muddier water. You need that bigger profile.
They can see it.
Because you'll catch a bigger crappie.
Yeah, you catch a lot of bass too. Bass love them too.
Well, yeah.
But yeah, I catch a lot of, and you'll be surprised how small a crappie you'll catch on that 3-inch.
Really?
Oh, I've caught 8-inch crappie on them.
But it's definitely 2-pounder crappie.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, definitely 2 pounds.
If you got a school of big crappies, that'll farm them.
Yeah, oh yeah, that'll get them.
Yeah, Ball just said this in one of the Crappie Connection. I mentioned him like I like to watch their stuff because they get guides and people on and talk about stuff. They had a biologist on there a while back. He said, look at a crappie's mouth when he opens it. If it'll go in his mouth, he can eat it.
Oh yeah, gosh, a crappie's got a huge mouth for the size.
He can eat 4-inch shad.
Yeah,
4-inch bait fish.
All right, man, that's a lot of baits. I'm gonna fill my box up.
Let's go fishing.
All right, well let me do my opening.
Okay. You were right. He looked bigger than that though, didn't he? Oops.
He sure did. And you know what we call that? A California quick release.
Yeah. Well, that surprised me because it didn't look like a crappie because you can see his body kicking. And most of the time you see the body kicking, it's a bass. Bam.
Boom.
I feel like I'm guiding this morning. This is fun.
Yeah, you got it.
I ain't had many guiding trips late. I don't advertise no more because I don't have time between work and YouTube and the bait company. I don't have time to guide. I take a few people that I've took for years. They call me and I retake them. That's it.
Right.
Yeah, ain't no size to them, but it's nice, pretty though.
About 8-inch crappie.
Yeah, and they're scattered this morning, which is unusual. But I think it's cause we've had so much rain all week, last week and stuff, and then we had all this hot weather. I think they're up trying to feed. Bam!
Ah, look at that.
Snuck one in on you, didn't I?
Here we go. There you go. Look, turn my back for 2 minutes. He done slipped one in there.
Oh, I might as well go home. That was the first cast too.
Oh no, first cast.
And this is being
yeah, show them that new color.
yeah, that's color. It's called limeade. It's a UV color lime back, chartreuse belly.
Nice.
Bam, bam. I told a couple friends we're gonna be fishing together. I said it's gonna be fun. I'm Bam guy and you're a Boom guy. Woo! You gotta have fun when you're out fishing though, don't you? Right.
Is there any cross members under that?
This one?
Yeah.
No. This is an older dock.
Yeah.
Look here.
Sometimes I tried to eat him.
It wasn't me.
Show him to the camera. Show him to my camera.
Here he comes. Bam, that's a decent fish. That's the biggest one today so far. He's a good.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, it's probably a good 10 and a quarter, maybe 10 and 3/16. Sam's hard on them. Now see, I fish docks mainly all summer, and that's why, Sam, because these crappie will pile up on these docks.
Oh, yeah.
Like you said earlier, look at the bank. When you see a bank that drops fast, you know that the water's going to be dropping faster. And the faster the drop is, better chance it's got crappie on that dock.
Well, you know what, a lot of times what I find is you get a real steep bank, crappie can sit under the dock here.
Yep.
A steep bank, they can turn and they can look out, look for shad coming by, and they protect it because they know no predators is going to get behind them.
That's
kind of
right.
like me and you putting our back against the wall.
Yeah,
Kind of
that's right.
You know,
That's right.
because they're out to eat and not be eaten.
Not be eaten. And you know, the crap I just caught had that bite mark on him.
I bounced that plumb on top of the dock.
Look how many crappie you catch that got bite marks on them.
Oh yeah.
Wow. And I think a lot of it's gar. Like that one's probably gar. When they grabbed the tail like that, and it's like a old gar's teeth tore him, didn't it?
Right.
That and catfish is probably their biggest predator. I think catfish are hard on them.
I was fishing at Kerr last year. It was somebody had brought a tree in and it was laying like this through the water column. Pretty deep, 15, 20 feet of water. And I got to it and hit it with a live scoop, caught a couple of fish. Crappie were on top of it, just scattered along the length of it.
Huh.
And I caught a pretty good one, was talking to the camera, and I circled around and I come back. When I come back, all the crappie were under the log. Instead of being sitting on top, they were under it, scattered all along the length under it. And I'm looking at them, I was like, well, wonder why they moved down. All of a sudden, either two stripers or two big catfish come by. You could tell they were doing this, or it could have been big gar. And they were cruising around over top of it, looking for something to eat, and them crappie went right up underneath that log.
I'll say I usually catch some of the nice ones off this dock. Yeah. All right. You need a net?
No, that's 6 pounds.
Oh, that's a nice one. Bam! How you like that? There's a boom bam for you.
Boom and a bang.
That's a nice fish. On this lake, 8 to 10 inchers are pretty common. So you start, you know, and there are some big fish. Like I said, I've caught 2-pounders right off. And this year I haven't. I've caught a lot of 14s and 15s this year.
This lake reminds me a lot of Hico Lake. You know, your
Unique.
average decent crappie is 8 to 12 inches.
Oh, I see what you done.
Yeah, he went right.
I done that the other week. I had to cut my jig off and get it back out. You done good.
Right on.
You've been there before.
Show that to the camera.
Yeah, that's a nice fish.
What color I switched back to? I get him on the back and finally switched over to
Bam.
back to the blue and finally got bit. Now look, folks, look how many fish are in this treetop.
It's probably
And finally just caught one fish.
30 there at least, wouldn't you say? Lost my balance. Bam.
That was swimming. Boom.
We're catching some fish. And we're gonna catch a nice big one here in a minute, sooner or
I'll tell
later.
you what we did, folks.
Oops. Trying to help Sam out. Oh.
That joker's jumping like a...
Yeah,
look at it, he come off, Dennis.
That's why you net them. That's why you net them, Sam.
Come on.
I say that all the time in my videos. I say, guys, I've net these fish. You know why I net them? I can't show them to you if I don't net them. They get off, right?
That's exactly right.
And a big fish, you got more weight against you. He's flopping, he's jumping. I told you.
That's a big crap.
Bam!
Boom! You won't?
What did I tell you about 10 minutes ago? I said I'm gonna take you to a spot where I caught a couple of big ones last week.
Good gracious. That's a nice.
Yes, it is a nice. You know, a hook mark on him. Now see, I told you a little bit ago, there wasn't many fish here, but they looked like it was nicer fish. On this lake, if you see a big school of fish, very seldom you'll catch a big fish out of it. Most times they're all 8 to 10 inches. When you find 6, 8, or 10, you better chance a bigger fish has been in that school.
Right.
You find that. You find that.
What color is that? That's a stinger. That is the. What color was that?
This is meal time. This is a LC shad meal time. That's one of the new bait bodies. Meal time.
I just switched to that just so we would. That's a shad looking color.
Oh, it looks like a baby shad. That's why I call it meal time. Come on, guys, it's time to eat. Meal time. That's why I called it that. Because it looks real, doesn't it?
Yeah, it looks just like a shad. That's a good crack.
That's a nice one.
He's probably,
I don't have my board with me.
He's probably almost 12.
Oh, I think he's bigger than that.
At least 12, you think?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm going to say he's 13 3/4 in that area, pushing 14.
Good crack.
Yeah, it's a good crappie.
Oh.
I took my board off so you'd have some room, my measuring board. Yeah, he's a little over 12. He's probably 13 something. Okay, folks, what did y'all think? We had a big morning. We started off fishing the underwater bridge. They were scattered. It's been hot this week. It was up to 100 the heat index a couple of days. Then we had a little cool down with a little bit of cloudiness and thunderstorms booming around. And the fish were feeding that morning and scattered there. So we moved on. Okay, they wasn't schooled up tight. I was there a week ago and that bridge was loaded, underwater bridge, but they moved. Fish move around a lot. We went to some standing trees. They had some crappie in it. A lot of them were small. And we caught a few of that one. We went to the second place was the standing tree, and Sam caught a nice fish. I've been catching some good fish there. And I told him in advance, I said, we're going to catch some good ones there. And that fish jumped and carried on. For y'all guys that watch my videos, you hear me say this all the time. Some of the crappie here are part bass. That's what I was telling him. He said, man, that fish was jumping. They do a lot of jumping here more than it seems like they do other places. But maybe they are part bass here. And then we went to some docks. And by that time the sun was up. That concentrates the fish. It pushes them to the docks more. Alright? That's how I like to fish. Y'all know that. Bam. We put the hammer on them. We don't know how many we caught. Guys, we can't put them all on video. We just put some of them on video. We caught a bunch. Hey, and then the rest of the day we went to a couple more docks. And we really put the hammer on. We got some nice ones. That's going to be in part 2. I couldn't get it all in part 1. I figured it would be too long. So we just made 2 parts out of it, okay? Appreciate y'all guys. I had a great time with Sam. He's a great fisherman. Hey, he was putting them on them. I tell you, that time I turned around, he got a fish on. And we caught everything on Lake Country Baits. If you haven't checked it out, check out Lake Country Baits. And guys, check out Wildlife Adventures. Alright? Appreciate y'all guys. See y'all next time. Fish in Lake Country.